try and murder?
Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready. I've been
Okay.
ready.
I believe so.
All right. Ready as we'll ever be. Okay.
Wait, what's the topic?
It doesn't matter.
We'll tell you.
3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Ben Stanhope.
And I'm Zach
Well,
Leewald.
actually, we don't do the introduction like this, do we? We're just like,
Hey.
welcome
This
to
is a
outside,
robbery.
welcome to Outside the Vault.
I'm Leah.
I'm David.
And so we have, and Kenzie's
I'm
over there,
back.
but she's
Basically asleep.
She's
okay?
basically asleep.
She's basically
So
asleep.
don't.
So
If
cute,
you
so
came here
cute.
trying to like get any insight from Kenzie, just
Turn it off.
turn it off right now.
Yeah. You're wasting your time.
Zach knows what this episode's going to be about. I'm just kidding. He's probably just winging it.
McDonald's versus Wendy's.
That's
Okay.
stupid.
Okay, Apple versus
Well, we need
Samsung.
to have.
We all agree Apple's
Is this
better.
a real
No,
Okay.
Samsung is better.
Oh, yeah.
I just have an
Samsung
Apple
is
because
way
it's
better.
convenient.
That is true, actually.
Or Iron Man versus Captain America.
Okay, that's
roller
a good one.
That's a good one.
coasters? No.
What? Oh, we could talk about roller coasters because I have a
coasters. I like
spreadsheet.
roller
Okay,
coasters.
what if I
Yeah,
told
bust
you
out
that
the
Iron
spreadsheet.
Man's growing on me and I'm liking Iron Man?
Is this
more than
going on
Captain
the
America now?
podcast?
What if
Yes.
I said that?
I would say you're just saying that for the viewers.
Ooh, peep
No,
that
I'm not.
cute little laugh.
I'm not.
Oh, now we
Have
have
you seen
two
the movies?
conversations.
I have seen the movie. No.
Do you
Are we talking
comprehend
about
them?
the characters of the movies? That's the first step.
No, I'm saying have you even
So
experienced
Ben and I
the
will be
characters
talking
at
about
all?
roller coasters, and David and Zach will be talking about
Yeah, that's not
Marvel.
going
Welcome to the most confusing podcast episode.
Oh
No,
my goodness.
we're not doing this.
Okay, are we talking about Iron Man and
Roller
Captain America?
coasters.
Oh my goodness.
Leah is
It's something
hijacking
I'm
the
passionate
episode.
about.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Leah, start talking.
Okay. Hey Ben, do you remember when I found your roller coaster Instagram?
Oh, Ben, why don't you tell
forgot
us?
about
Okay,
that.
so yeah, Ben used to be
I used to
clinically
be
obsessed with roller coasters.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I go from being obsessed with different things.
Yes.
Yeah, and
That's
I
like how I am
actually
as a
remember I
person.
joined the train for a
And
while.
I-
Remember we made like this image and we like put it in a frame in my room. Remember we had like a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah,
roller
I got
coasters,
him into
and we
roller
framed
coasters.
it. It was so
we did
stupid.
frame
We
because
made it on
okay,
like GIMP or
The
something.
reason how I got into roller coasters was I didn't really think about them that much, and then my cousin went to Kings Island. And he like told me about the roller coasters there, and it like really intrigued me for some reason. And
Woo,
then
roller coaster.
Then
Woo.
our grandparents bought us tickets to Kings Island for Christmas. We had 6 months to think about like the fact that we were going to Kings Island, which Kings Island is just like your average theme, like big theme park. It's pretty nice, but in my mind, it was like the gold standard of like pinnacle
Whoa,
achievement of
there-
anything. Obviously,
Yeah,
that's not the
he was-
case.
he was
There
like 12.
aren't
But I
many
was,
roller
like,
coaster
12.
places better than Cedar Point and Kings
But
Island. though.
that's true. That is
so
actually
I
true.
feel like
It is
that
actually.
statement wasn't very good.
It is actually.
You're like, I know it's not that great. Actually, I've
It
been to
actually
Busch
is-
Gardens, SeaWorld, Universal, Disney, all of them. I have season passes to half of them, and Kings Island is up there.
Yeah,
Welcome
no,
back
it-
to Flex Nation.
it is up there. But anyway,
yeah, I
so
do.
I got
Welcome
books.
back to Broke Nation.
I got books from the library about roller coasters that
I
like
remember
was
those.
like books that were like they had every single roller coaster in the United States like categorized by park.
And you weren't you considering that for a career for a while?
Oh
too?
yeah,
yeah.
I wanted to design roller
roller
coasters.
coaster
I can
engineer,
tell you
right?
all
Now I'm
about.
gonna be immersed.
I could look at any
That's
roller
okay.
coaster pretty much
Steel
and tell
Vengeance.
you what. That's a Rocky Mountain Construction. I could tell you who built.
What?
Like I can tell the track type.
Dang.
And like
Well, okay.
so like
Steel.
Gatekeeper.
Gemini.
Gemini is
You don't like
built by
Gatekeeper, though, right?
Aerodynamics.
You don't like Gatekeeper because you said it's uncomfortable.
No, Gatekeeper is built by
No,
Bollinger
Gatekeeper's
and
amazing.
Matt
Ben
It was
doesn't
fun.
like it.
You don't like Gatekeeper.
Ben doesn't like
Hold
it.
on,
That is
one
the
at a
best
time, one at a
stand
time.
ride.
I just
Gatekeeper
never
is
really have a good-
boring.
Are you kidding me? I rode that thing like
Hot
4
take,
times in a row.
Gatekeeper kind of sucks.
It's kind of boring.
It was
you
kind of a
kidding me?
waste
Didn't-
of like
do you
2
like that
years
ride?
building
I like
it.
it.
Okay, see, Zach likes it. You guys
Oh.
are crazy.
Okay, Ben, what
The
about
lame
Mantis?
ones like it.
Mantis is the Bollinger and Mabillard.
Is Mantis
How the
still
heck do
there?
you remember these still?
Well, Mantis.
Oh. Mantis was that standing
Mantis is the
one.
one that is now
If you like being
Rougarou.
jammed
But
into a seat
Rougarou.
while
That
you're
track
standing
type
up, it's like bang
is
bang.
like pretty popular.
Oh,
at
yeah,
Cedar
you were
Point.
telling me about that. I remember that,
Raptor
yeah.
is made by that company. Gatekeeper is made by that company. That one with the drop,
Fun fact
Valraven.
of
Valraven,
the
that
day,
ride
someone
sucks.
got
That-
I like
decapitated at
Valraven.
Raptor.
Valraven gives me the
Intamin-
biggest headache. That's the one that
Intamin-
breaks really
Such
hard
a
in the middle of it. I
Yeah.
hate that one.
Intamin has made
Your
that's called a
future
brake
selves
run. They
editing
do that
this.
to like slow down the momentum of the ride.
What about
Okay. Busch Gardens has the best possible drop tower and one of the most amazing ones when it comes to acceleration because it has those magnets, so it slows down and it's cheetah hunt. So then you go shooting off.
Oh, that's
shoot,
an
shoot, shoot.
that's an Intamin.
And shout out to Caleb. Falcon's Fury is the best drop tower I've ever been on out of all
What
of
Okay,
them.
Yeah.
I didn't realize drop
You go-
towers
Caleb
could be
created
good.
or
They
You
something.
go
also-
like
in my case,
300-400 feet in the
Yeah.
way, and you up in the sky. That made no sense. And it tilts you straight down, and then it drops you that way. Amazing. We rode it 3 times.
Yeah, I remember riding like
In
drop
one
towers,
day.
and I
It
always
was good.
thought they sucked. Like,
No.
Yeah, they're
In
not
general.
super exciting.
And I
They're usually
liked-
Intamin rides, and
Was it the
they're
Demon
okay.
Drop? I like the Demon Drop at Cedar Point, but I was like 12 when I rode that, so who knows how reliable that memory even is.
Ben, what about Top Thrill Dragster?
Intamin.
Overrated.
Whoa.
No,
Yeah.
it might be overrated, but it's
Millennium
actually really
Falcon.
fun.
Intamin
Or
and
I like it. Though.
Intamin and Bollinger and Mabillard are like 2 of the biggest companies,
Yeah.
and they wow, Leah is
Leah's
already.
Leah's already.
Sorry.
People
they're
liking it.
based in Switzerland.
So
And
what about Millennium
and-
Force?
That's also Intamin.
Seriously.
Millennium Force is amazing.
Yeah.
We need someone to fact check this. Like, if,
You can.
Yeah, so if
Okay.
any of this information
Like
is
Blue
wrong,
Streak is Philadelphia
Who
Toboggan
built
Company.
the Rock and Roller Coaster in Disney World?
Oh shoot, I forget. We
Oh,
can look it
you
up,
got
though.
him. Good job,
You got
Leah.
me. You got me on one. 'Cause
Hey!
I have a feeling it's like a company that.
I think it might be the same
Oh.
people as.
Oh, it's Mach. I think it might be Mach, but I could be wrong.
Have you ever seen Coaster Wars?
No, I haven't. But it's very competitive to be a roller coaster designer. That is not true.
You have to have
Oh,
cable
Rock and
for
Roller
that, I
Coaster's
think.
aerodynamics, obviously,
Okay.
and with Walt Disney
obviously.
Imagineering.
Obviously.
Have you ridden?
They
the
were big in the
Mummy?
80s and 90s.
Who built the Mummy? Is that
I
even a
don't
roller
know.
coaster?
That's probably not a roller coaster.
That ride.
If
gets
it's not a
drippier
roller
every
coaster,
time
I
ride.
might not know.
It's
who
an
it is.
indoor coaster. You know what I hate? My hot take least favorite ride ever is that stupid indoor one at Kings Island. I love the indoor one at
Oh,
Disney.
that one
I
banged
love
my head
Space
against
the
Mountain.
Flight of
stupid
Fear.
I
thing.
hate
Yeah, the
that.
Flight of
Flight
Fear.
of Fear.
Flight of
That was the
Fear.
first
That was the
major.
first-
Sucks.
Because you go straight to that because the lines get so bad there.
Yeah,
So-
no, I had a
I
plan
only
for
ride
how I was
that
gonna
ride
work
when I
my way
have
up
to.
at Kings Island, and it started at like the kids section with those
And the
roller
freaky
coasters.
aliens.
And then I went to
Okay.
like the Mine Train roller coaster, which goes like 35 miles
sorry, I
an hour.
just kicked
And then
Ben's butt.
Flight of Fear was the first one.
What about the Beast?
Oh,
The Beast
I went
is
on the Beast.
amazing.
it's amazing. The second
never
half
rode
is so
I've never
good.
rode
Okay.
that.
It's like a
I've never
Although-
rode
It's a
that.
Me
long
and my
ride.
brother rode it like in the pouring rain, and it's
Okay,
sort of
Guys,
miserable.
I have an
that
idea.
sucks,
We
yeah.
should go through the map of the parks and rank them on a scale of 1 to 10. Just rank the roller coasters.
Oh yeah. We can.
Oh, yeah, that's
I haven't
good.
been on all of
Okay,
them.
I'm gonna
though.
pull them up.
What about Diamondback?
Do you want to start with
Diamondback's
Kings
good.
Island?
Diamondback
Was like my
Whoa.
top one.
Okay, we're going in a circle.
Leah.
Are we Kings Island or Cedar Point?
Cedar Point.
Let's do
Cedar
Cedar
Point
Point.
first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been to on most
Look,
of
Kings
the.
Island has the new ones. Like Orion, who's been on Orion.
I've never been on Banshee even.
It's
We'll have
400
to make
feet
a
in the
trip
air,
to
but I've
Cedar
never felt
Point
safer.
and Kings Island this year.
Yeah.
Yes, heck yeah, I already have my pass. Woo woo. Because they extended them for 2
Welcome
seasons.
back to Flex.
Congratulations.
Shut up. Okay, let's see. Is there a list of rides so I don't have to
You're like
go through it?
rekindling. I'm gonna get back into this. I'm gonna be like, all the podcast money will go to
Okay,
road
wait.
trips.
While
with
we're
me.
waiting for
Okay,
the. Oh wait, you.
So
I'm like,
first
you're done.
up
Never mind.
is
Never mind.
I think we're going by height, so we're gonna start with like the kind of lame ones.
All right.
Blue Streak, first roller coaster I ever went on.
Like
Blue Streak is like a 4. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a wooden roller coaster, but it's so disappointing, and it
Yeah,
has like
2.
no thrill.
I'd say 6 for nostalgia because I have
I
pictures
wish I had
of
my
sweaty
list.
little Leah like raising her hands in the air, and it was like the time of my life. But now I ride it, and it's just not the same.
Every roller
Yeah.
coaster cannot have an explanation that long from now on. If
It's
we get
also
through this.
old,
Okay.
so
well, it's like
old
it's
roller
like the worst
coasters.
version of the racer or whatever.
It
Yeah.
used to be
Yeah.
it used to be themed after the Fairy Odd Parents though, and then
Wait, no, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Okay, maybe it did.
Yes, it did.
You probably know more than me.
It was that kiddie ride
I don't
in
know.
the area,
You
and
have
now
no
it's in
idea.
Snoopy Land, but now it's just Blue Streak, I think.
No, what do you?
Wait,
which one
am I thinking of the right one?
You're not thinking of the right
Fairly
one.
Odd Parents.
You're thinking of the one at Kings Island. Blue Streak is like an old wooden roller coaster. It's
No,
always
I
been
think-
called Blue Streak.
I thought they were the same thing.
It's like in the back
No.
corner.
It's like literally the same ride though.
Cosmo
it's
and
not.
Wanda are
No.
pink and green.
It's a little bit bigger than
not
that
blue.
one. And
So
it's
that's at Kings
probably
Island? I think
it's-
All right,
they're,
we're not gonna get through all these.
they're
if we're
probably
not
both
gonna-
What's it called?
Philadelphia
Well, I
Toboggan
need to find
Company.
this
Yeah.
out then.
Ben's gonna
I mean,
reopen his spreadsheets
obviously
because
you
of
would
this.
know. I mean,
So confused.
I don't
Okay,
think
whatever.
I should look whether
Fine.
I have that spreadsheet.
Wow,
on.
Leah
what's our
gets
second
a
one?
0 out of 10 for her rating. Then I give it a 4 then because there is no nostalgia.
What's the
it's
next
just lame.
one?
Okay, Cedar Creek Mine Ride.
That one sucks.
I
hate
can't
it.
That
even
one
remember
sucks.
going
That's
on
one
it.
of my
It's so
least
bad.
favorite
I
ones.
haven't been
Isn't
on
that
it.
the one that
0
gets
out
you
of
wet?
10.
No, it doesn't get you wet, but
Oh,
it's,
no, that's a
it's
different
not.
one.
It's just not exciting. At like half the ride, you're just going up the hill.
I'm gonna give
Oh
it.
yeah,
Because
yeah. I
there's two
remember
different
that
ones.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna say
remember that
0
one.
out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero out
I'll
of-
give it like
Okay.
a 2.
I don't know that I would give
it's
it
a roller
0.
coaster, so
You-
I'll
it
give
would
it a
have to be
2.
truly
I
bad.
I can't even remember going on it because every time we walk by, I'm like, do we want to ride that? My dad's like, it sucks.
Okay,
So-
like what I would rate a 1 is that
Okay, I
stupid.
can't rate
It's
it.
like the ones in like Snoopy Land or whatever.
Oh, I
that
don't
just
have
like
it on
go
here.
up like 1 foot. That's a 1. Okay, that's a 1. So saying,
Well, when
saying
you're as
2
tall as the roller coaster, it's obviously not going to be as fun.
well, yeah, but I'm.
When I was short, I still hated it.
You seem like the type.
I wish I had my spreadsheet for you guys, but I gotta
Next
get it
up
from some archive
Is
somewhere.
Gatekeeper. Let's go in a circle. From
Gatekeeper,
now on.
definitely a
Okay.
7.
Is
Seven.
It's like a 6.
No, it's a 7 at least. I love that.
Probably 6. I think.
I thought you liked it.
Yeah, that's
Gatekeeper?
good. That means I like it. I'm
I'm
just a
gonna
harsh
give
critic.
it
I
a
like 7.
5.
5. Get out of here.
I will ride it because it's right there. I might like the pirate ship more than
Hey, I will always ride it. I
What?
just
Are you
5
kidding?
out of the 6 times that I've ridden it, which I do keep track of how many times I've ridden it.
I do want to clarify. Ben put up 4 fingers for saying 5.
5 out of the 6 times.
And he's using his fingers again to demonstrate it to the people who can't see. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
use
okay.
like these parts of my fingers. So
Oh, okay.
He's
the
still
same
pointing
use of
at
your
his
fingers.
hand. Oh
Okay,
my
whatever.
gosh. Okay.
Well, he's got to show
5 out of the 6
You don't
times I've
understand.
ridden it, I had a bad experience. There was like one time that I really liked it.
Well,
But
I mean,
other
your
times
feet
it was
always
like
feel like they're going to be knocked off, but I think that's
the
part of the
restraints
experience.
always
I've
press
never
too
been
much
worried
into
about
my
my
body.
getting
Short.
knocked out.
All right.
All right,
You make a
next
good point.
one. Let's
okay,
move on.
let's go Ben, Leah, David, Zach. Just
Okay,
for
let's be
confusion's
orderly
sake.
for once in
Okay.
this
course
episode.
I'm-
Gemini, Ben.
That's like 5 to 6. Like a 5.5 maybe.
Okay, getting
I'd
specific.
say it's like a 6, maybe even a 7 if you have a group that's split and you're racing each other and you're like, suck it, we're winning. But
The thing is
that's
that
it.
the racing coasters, it like never races actually, which
Yeah,
is kind
I
of
know.
disappointing.
Yeah, but some.
I don't
usually
know
win.
exactly
I
why
don't
that
know why,
is
but I
because
like
because
it.
it's like the lift hill is like
Yeah.
one's all the way. I
Wouldn't
don't
it be
know
cool
what-
if you had like some sort of interaction with it, like the more times you like tap the button, like the faster you go or something like that? So,
They couldn't do that though because they'd
Yeah,
have
it's
to
a wooden
actually put
coaster. You have to have a lot
of.
of mechanics on
Yeah,
it.
that's
Or, like,
true. That's
it's
true.
like
But that would be cool.
you have to like actually like crank something and you're the person moving it. You're like, go, 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 go,
It'd be,
go.
it'd
Gotta
be
put
more
the fat
like
people in the front.
pedal.
there's like magnetic powered
It's like a
roller
bike.
coasters
Yeah.
that like the magnets like shoot it forward like Flight of Fear.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
maybe like if the more you press the button, the more powerful the
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
reaction.
I changed my
maybe
mind.
something, but there might be some liability.
My
to
least
that, I don't
favorite
know.
ride ever is actually E.T. Just putting that
I've
out
never
there.
read
It's
that.
terrifying.
It's like
Don't
a bike
go on
ride.
it.
It's not a roller
It's
coaster.
horrifying.
It's not
so
a roller
scary.
coaster. I don't really
And it
care
just
about rides that aren't
smells-
roller coasters
Yeah, me
that
either.
much.
Like, who
Smells
cares?
like death.
Well, I
Okay.
like it.
Okay, David, your turn.
Okay,
bike
I'll
rides.
give it a
Gemini.
6 just because it was the first roller coaster I ever rode at Cedar Point. So
I give
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah.
I give it a 7 because
we
I always
came in from the
win.
back because we were with a group.
That's true. We did.
yeah.
Okay. Iron Dragon.
I've never ridden Iron Dragon, so I can't rate it.
I'm
4.
gonna say
I was
No,
gonna say
5.
I don't remember
It's
riding.
one
I'm
of the
gonna give it a
two.
2.
One of the 2 roller coasters that I've never ridden, and my dad really liked it.
One of the 2
because
out
he's
of all
not
the
really
ones
that
in the
into
world.
roller coasters.
It's a mild coaster.
So Iron Dragon was for him.
Oh wait,
He
I
didn't
might
really
have rode that.
It's like I don't even. It's
It's the one that they have VR
What's-
headsets
It's like
on now.
this. It's
Now?
suspended,
Okay.
but it's
Maybe it'll
not
be a
like
3
with the
now
Raptor.
that it has
it's
VR
like
headsets.
I don't
swing
know.
sort of. It's like the you know ever been?
Oh,
on
is
the-
it that super
It's
old?
orange.
Oh, I
It's like
remember
the
that. I
bat.
remember
It's
that one.
like
Is
the
that
bat.
is that the one by?
It's
Is
like-
that by the Rougarou?
Yeah.
Okay, I have
It's
ridden
the
that.
orange track.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never-
I
it's
rode
what-
that with Sam and Emma, and we fell asleep during it. But
Awkward.
yeah, but no, but like we fell asleep. It was like the worst.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I give it like 3 maximum.
3 maximum.
Hey,
That's
5.
probably
we
what I
did
give it.
not
I just
go in
never
our
ridden
order,
it.
did we?
Who cares?
Okay, Zach, what
Yeah, we're
did
gonna
you
live,
give it?
Okay.
5.
5. Okay.
What? Okay. Next up is Magnum XL 200.
Okay.
9.
Yeah.
Well, that one's got an
Okay,
interesting
I'm not
name.
giving it a 9, but I'll give it an 8.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Actually, that's the only ride that
Well-
I get on it, and I genuinely think, is this the time
I
that
might-
it falls
never
apart?
mind,
and
I'm
I
I
down.
don't.
only
I'll
give
give
it
it
a
a
9 because there's definitely rides on this list that I'm gonna give a 10.
Yeah, you're right. I'll give it a
Maybe,
9.
yeah.
I'll give it a 9.
It's terrifying
but
though.
The
Probably-
first time I rode it, it was raining, so it felt like you were getting hit in the face with like airsoft pellets
There
or
were
something
there.
like that.
This
but-
one it just depends on the ride.
No ride invokes
There was-
terror in this thing. Do you remember when we rode it in the front row?
Oh,
Oh my
There was
gosh.
one time
That
that,
was the
Leah and
most-
I were on it, and like legitimately, I've never felt so much.
That was like the most
it was
pain
like
I felt in my life.
it was like
ever.
pushing you out of your seat into the bar, and it hurt. Like on
Yeah.
the last,
You, like,
and
bang every time you,
last,
like, hit your-
the last bunny hills at
Yeah.
the end are the best part of the ride, but sometimes
Yeah.
they're just a little
Yeah,
bit too
because it hits you.
violent.
It's
so
like
it
a hard
depends on.
bar.
It
and it hits you
depends.
right in the middle of your thigh, so you just hit it every time it goes on the
It just
hill.
depends on the ride, but I've had some really good rides on Magnum.
Well,
so
the
I like it a
one we
lot.
rode it 2 times in a row, and the first one was like amazing. We were like, "Yes, let's do it again." Wait for the front row. The second one, I was like, "Get me off! It hurts." So
That's true.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10 still, even though like because I think I like to.
I think it's probably
that I
in my
might
top
die.
10. I've only ridden
Really?
like
Yeah,
37
definitely.
roller coasters. Sadly,
I'm
though.
torn between 9 and 8 to be honest.
It
I'm gonna give it an
invokes
8 just
fear.
because I want to be different.
Yeah.
So.
I give it a 6 because I want to disagree.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
All right,
Whatever.
Zach. All right.
Well, at least we don't need a long explanation.
Oh, also, it's the first roller coaster over 200 feet, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew that,
I'm telling
yeah.
you.
I wrote about it. No, I wrote about aerodynamics for my paper. I wrote a paper in
Wait,
school.
200
about
feet
roller
in
coasters.
length or in
You
height?
can see Canada
height.
from it. That's not
Yeah.
true. They just said that.
It's interesting
Just
where it's
remember.
placed in Cedar Point too.
Yeah, it's like by the water park.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can see Canada.
No, you.
That's what they used to say.
That's such
It's
a
not
lie.
true. I know
Yes,
it's not
yes.
true.
Built in 1989.
Yep.
Hey,
Okay.
that's when The Simpsons came out.
I could
Okay.
probably
Fun
tell you
fact, all right.
tell you the years a lot of them were
Yeah.
made in, but
When they were
Yeah, we
the
still
year
gotta
they
go,
were
we still
born.
gotta go.
Yeah, they were
Okay,
born.
next up is Maverick.
Okay.
Maverick.
I give this one a 10. I love
You
Maverick.
like the Maverick.
I
Yeah.
love Maverick so much. I love it with my whole heart.
There's
Honestly, there's some days, this is my second favorite roller coaster, where I might put it above my first favorite, but not
Steel
really.
Vengeance.
No. Spoiler alert. Jeez.
Steel Vengeance is your favorite?
Yes, it is. the
Okay,
best
stop
roller coaster
spoiling.
ever.
Okay, shut up.
It's not like they didn't hear it the first time.
All right.
Okay, I give it a 10.
Okay, I'd say maybe a 9.6.
9
Like,
points.
I might just be harsh.
maybe a
but-
9.4.
You just don't like it, it's fine.
Either like a little better
No,
or
no,
a
I'm not
little
that
worse
harsh.
than Magnum, depending on the day. I really like it. It's my dad's favorite roller coaster. It's super fast, super
Shout out
awesome.
to dads all over.
And I met cute guys waiting in line for it, so like you can't go wrong with it.
All right,
So,
forget that.
David,
And
your turn.
Okay, yeah.
probably-
So did I. No, shut up.
David, what
But,
you
so I would have rated an 8 because of that. But there was this one ride where I was riding and some guy dropped a coin and the guy behind him caught it, and I thought that was awesome. So
Oh,
I'm
that
giving it
is
a
pretty
9.
sweet.
Right.
what kind of coin?
I don't know, it was like a nickel or something.
Like a 19? Okay.
I was on
it
one
was a
ride at
limited
Cedar
edition,
Point,
like,
and
$4,000
I saw
TV,
somebody's
right? What do you think it
sunglasses
was?
just shoot by my head.
Like, oh, that's
One time, someone's sunglasses flew off and landed right on my face, like perfectly.
That's a cool story, Zach.
And then one time, someone's goggles did the same thing,
Yeah,
like a
shut
strap
up.
went on.
Crazy.
Shut
Dude,
up. Okay,
that's
okay,
a
okay.
legend.
themselves
And one time,
perfectly.
someone's pants, I don't even know, like they fit, like they were a little big on me, but like I kept them.
Stop. Okay. Rank the roller coaster. Okay.
6.
Sick.
Call it
What?
rank the roller coaster.
I thought it was cool.
No, this is one of the more underrated because it doesn't look intimidating physically in stature.
Yeah, it is
but
underrated,
it's
so I'm gonna
amazing.
underrate it.
Okay, Millennium Force.
Okay, this is gonna be my one that is gonna shock everyone. I'm gonna give this like a 7.5.
No.
What?
What?
I'm so
No,
shocked.
it's not that good.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna.
We're
give
thinking
it
of the
a-
same ride, right?
Yeah,
It's
well,
not
I
worth
might be
6
underrating it.
hours.
It's probably still pretty high on
It's
my
a 10.
list. No, it's not.
I agree with
just-
Leah. I agree with Leah.
I like the
love that ride.
restraints. I like that it's hip only. I feel like you can fully enjoy it. You fully get all the effects of the gravity.
Hip
I
only.
enjoy that.
Okay.
It like only goes across your
How tall?
crotch. What is
300
that?
feet.
Yeah.
The
The
waist?
first roller
Yeah,
coaster
for the-
was the
for the
first
podcast
Giga
sake.
Coaster. The Giga Coaster is a roller coaster
Do you
over
censor out the
300
word
feet. It's the
crotch on
first one.
podcast?
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's like the
thing.
second tallest at the park, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Top Thrill was the first Strata coaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
What'd you
like
rank
Top
it?
Thrill is interesting. Me, I said 10. Yeah, like I said.
Okay.
You gave
Zach.
it a 10, Zach.
I kind of liked it. I'll give it a 6.
Okay. Zach has the stupidest rating.
No,
ever.
okay.
Alright.
Here's my reasoning. What I like about roller coaster is they call this in the roller coaster community.
A thrill?
They call it ejector airtime. Ejector airtime is when you are thrust out of your seat. There is none of that on Millennium Force. It
You
is
get a lot of that
pure-
on Magnum.
There's a lot of that on
Bang, bang.
Magnum, a lot of it on Maverick, a lot of it on
Steel
Steel
Vengeance. It's insane. He's like
but-
that.
So it's the feeling
But-
of like the
of, like,
feeling of weed that
of
you get.
being
like
of being like just
I
thrown
like it
in
when
there.
your stomach
Thrown in
is
there.
like
that's
in your
the
throat.
appeal of the slingshot.
Yeah,
basically.
this is not
So-
at all what this roller coaster is going through. So
The
if you
more
like
nauseous
positive
it makes you,
G-force,
the better
if
it
you like
is.
just going as fast as possible,
Yeah.
that is what this roller coaster. Because there's a lot of bank turns. There's a lot of
Right.
I
So if you like
apologize.
that, you'll like this. I just don't like that.
I
as much.
apologize that I like my stomach in my stomach, where so I can eat things. So I give it a 6.
Okay.
No, the higher up it
Okay.
goes, like if you can feel your stomach starting to hit like your
Yeah.
lungs, you're good. You're good.
Okay,
That's a
let's
good
struggle
let's
line.
there
keep
for a
going. Let's
second.
go through some of these
I was like,
rapidly.
oops, what is this?
Alright,
Okay.
alright.
Rapidamente.
It says Pipe Scream is a roller coaster.
It's not.
It's not. Moving on. Raptor.
Raptor. I give like a 7.
What the heck is a Raptor again? I
It's
totally
the-
forget.
it's
It's
like
the one where
green
the
one?
person got decapitated.
Oh,
yeah,
I give
that
it an
one.
8.
That's the first one in the park. Yeah. The decapitated one. Honestly, it was unmemorable.
You
So I'm
skipped
gonna
me.
give it a 5.
Wait,
8.
Banshee's better.
I'm gonna give
I've
it
never
a
ridden
7.
a Banshee, but yeah.
I'm gonna give
It's
it a
like
7.
the same style of roller
It was
coaster.
like
just
I'll give it a
fucking
6
better.
because it was like okay.
I
but-
admit the second time I rode it was better than the first time I rode it.
Okay, Zach.
I said an 8. because
Okay.
the guy got decapitated.
Okay, Zach, stop being so dark.
hopefully-
That's sad. It's really sad that
hopefully
happened to
the
that.
I
person-
remember, like, I was just in the line with Andrew, and he's like, "Hey, did you know someone got decapitated this ride?" I'm like, "How good one?"
Decapitated.
And he's like, "No, seriously, he did." I'm like, "Oh, really?"
Derapitated.
That's crazy.
Decapitated.
Rap.
No, he said rap. It's like a pun. Okay, continuing on. Rougarou.
That's so funny.
Rougarou is like a 6.5.
Oh, shut up.
I'm gonna give it another 7.
Freaking 10, okay? That is a
I-
good.
It's
I
not-
agree with
it's
you,
nothing
David.
So,
Special.
what
It
we
used to-
I give it
learned
10 because
today
I was the first rider on
Is
it.
that Zach
Oh, that is-
and
I
David
have a pin that says first rider.
Wait, you were the
suck
first
when it
rider
comes
ever.
to
Not
roller
the
coasters.
They
first rider. I was
don't.
like
They
one of
don't
the
know
first
what's
riders.
good for
Really?
them.
They
This
don't,
ride is
they
not
don't.
that good.
You guys don't get
I've ridden it a
opinions
bunch
'cause
of
your
times,
opinions
though.
are
That was
wrong.
no. You're
No,
So
10's
now
right.
you found wrong
It's okay. I'm glad you like
No.
it. I'm glad you like it.
Congratulations.
It used to be Mantis.
Guess
it
how
was
many
a stand-up
times-
roller
guess my-
coaster, then they converted
Guess my
it to
record
Rougarou.
of riding that in one.
How many
or
times?
12.
Too many. You're
That
an
is way
idiot.
more- that's
That
way
is
more than I could
than
do
you
it.
need to be doing
Oh, David,
now.
I didn't know you're such a Rougarou fan.
No, actually, it was. If
Oh
you know
my
McKenna's little brother, he loved that ride. He was like
Oh,
6.
yeah.
It was awesome. I don't know why he was even allowed on the ride, but you know.
We got Asa on Diamondback when he was like super
Yeah, that,
little.
some of them
Yeah.
don't.
No,
have,
we got Kara on Diamondback.
Some of
And
them
she
don't
was
have
like
that.
way too short, and they just didn't check.
Oh, that's
So
good.
that's fun. Actually, fun fact, that's the reason why they have the little triangle things now, because one of my dad's, like, my dad's friend's, like, father-in-law or something is really high up in the company, and he heard about that. And he's like, well, we need to make a rule change. Is that? I don't know.
We should get him on the podcast.
Yeah, we should. We should. But yeah, so Kara got on Diamondback as, like, a 50-inch
All right,
child.
all right. Let's
right.
get
It's
through
fine.
these.
50-inch children these days.
Okay, Steel Vengeance.
20 out of 10.
Okay, listen, I haven't ridden
I
this
second
ride,
that.
so how do I say this?
It's
I
sad.
feel kind
Twenty out
of
of
stupid
10.
because we were
This ride is the only
Okay.
ride that's worth waiting 5-6
Okay.
hours in line.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
didn't
I
want
would
to do
rather
that.
wait 2 hours in line for this ride than ride any other ride 20 times in
I
a
tried
row
to
with
skip
no
So
it
wait.
I was
out
there
on this
with Ben when he
ride.
first rode it,
Yeah.
and it was brand new. Everyone's in line for it. I'm like, this ride can't be that good. So I skipped and rode the Rougarou 12 times instead. Okay, so
I mean, that's
I
fair.
feel
That is
a little stupid, but I
But
do love the Rougarou. But
if
I
you
kind
like
of want
the
to ride it
experience,
too.
oh,
Like,
you
I
need to
almost
ride
bailed
this.
on it, but Ben was like, "It's good.
Legitimately-
It's really good."
but then I
And
went
was like,
back
okay,
and
we'll
they
ride
had
it,
it
and
closed.
it was the best ride
It was
I've ever
closed
been
the
on.
day I went back, and I was
Yeah.
so mad about that.
This is the closest thing to
Yeah.
the consensus best roller coaster ever created. Like a lot of people think this is the best roller coaster ever
Yeah.
created.
Yeah,
Which-
yeah,
it's
I
because
really wanna
Rocky
ride it.
Mountain Construction is like the hottest company right now, and this is like the peak
They're
of
good.
their.
Who's building the new Busch Gardens
And
coaster?
what they do is they renovate old wooden
I have
roller
no
coasters and turn them into steel roller coasters. And that's
Yeah,
this
the
used to be
hybrid
Mean
coasters,
Street,
yeah.
the hybrid coasters.
Yeah.
And this one was
think-
just the most insane.
Ben, I think they are building one in Busch Gardens because we walked by.
They are. It's going to be taller.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, we walked by the Iron Gwazi or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Yeah,
It
because
was
there
like-
used to be Gwazi. It used to be this cool racing coaster that looked pretty
Uh-huh.
sweet, but
We walked by it and we wanted to ride it and it hadn't opened yet, but it's supposed to open soon. So I literally bought a season pass so we could get free tickets with it, and now I just have one to Busch Gardens, even though I probably will never go there again. So that's your
Wow,
fun
good
fact
way
of
of
the
using
day.
money.
No, it was actually cheaper because it came out to like 40 per ticket instead of like 70. So
Oh,
shut
okay.
up,
If it was 40, okay, I see.
yeah,
40 is
stupid.
okay to throw
Well,
away.
a season pass is like 200 something, but you get 4 free tickets with it.
I give it a
credit
10.
to Alan Schilke. He's the guy behind Rocky Mountain Construction. Genius guy. And
It's
a really
very
cool
good.
guy
Okay,
to
random
watch
question. Random question.
Oh my god.
If the Son of the Beast from King's Island was still up, would you ride it? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but I think it would have been amazing if they would have turned that into a Rocky Mountain
No.
Construction.
Yes,
roller
but I
coaster.
don't think they were really doing that.
They
back
they
then.
weren't. They
Yeah,
weren't.
They
This
weren't.
is all
Well,
new
obviously
thing.
because they tore
Yeah.
it down.
And the reason, and if they could have done that, because the thing that messed that up was it was not really constructed in a way that is like conducive to being an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
But it was just too ambitious for what they could do at the time. And then they tried to add that loop into it. It was just
Yeah, my
insane.
grandma actually said she rode that and she got like actual bruises and stuff like that from it.
I think
What
I believe that
coasters
was
hurt?
really rough.
Yeah.
They hurt. Okay, Zach, what do you rate?
I give it a 10. I love Steel
Oh,
Vengeance.
wow. We
That's
have
my
20
favorite
out of
roller
10, a
coaster.
20 out of 10, I don't freaking know, and
Okay,
a 10
20
out
out
of
of
10.
10s count a 10 out of 10s, by the
He'd
way.
probably really like it. And
Well,
like,
actually,
by
you can
some
count 20
reason
out of 10 because I
didn't.
can't even vote. So,
Okay,
Uh,
next up is Valraven.
Like a 5. This
Yeah,
ride's
frick that
boring.
ride.
Yeah,
That-
it's like
that-
the ride
that
at
ride
Busch
sucks.
Gardens, except not as tall and not as fun.
I like
I'm
when
gonna
you
give it,
pause.
like, a
Objectively,
6.
it's okay, but subjectively, it's kind of boring.
Zach and I rode first row in the one at Busch Gardens, which is like literally the exact
The thing
same
about
ride.
this ride is
The dive coasters are.
it gives you a moment to pause and look down at your life, and I like that, so I give it a 9.
Okay, actually, yeah. If you're in the front, if you're in the back row, I'd say it's like a 6. If you're in the front row, I'd say it's an 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is like a front row must ride.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's I have a bone to pick with this ride, okay? So this ride...
I got a bone to pick.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're funny. All right, this is the one just so we're clear, this is the one that they make you brake, like going full speed, just stop you in the middle
Oh
of the
yeah,
ride.
and then you do that stupid second.
That
dive.
is the stupidest idea of all time, okay? I'll tell you why. Because some people suffer from things like minor social... I'm not social. I can't speak. My goodness.
Some people suffer from whatever David's suffering right now.
Yeah, I know. Like stuttering,
Do you
I
have
don't
like
know.
sternum pain? When you hit,
What the heck
like,
is
when
that?
you...
No!
It doesn't even break that
I'm
fast.
trying...
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, David's just weak, is what we've learned today. Continue.
No, he's
Thank you,
stronger
Leah.
than all of us.
Nah. You mentioned
No,
20s?
but in essence, it makes me dizzy. It makes me really dizzy.
Oh, if you break too
so
suddenly.
yeah, I was trying to say motion
Some
sickness.
people
I
have
don't know
low
where I got
iron.
social. I guess motion and social. Like, I don't know.
Motion
Smo-
makes
I was like,
No, you
what
just
social
take, like,
issues
what's it
could
called?
affect you on roller coasters?
Dramamine.
Oh, I'm sure people could
works
think
really
of some
well.
social
Little
issues
drummer
with the
boy.
roller coaster. Trust me.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, so yeah, it just makes me feel sick. Like
that was
it made me
Okay.
feel sick for the rest of the
Wicked
time.
Twister.
So,
Yeah,
I give that.
mine's
No,
like,
I haven't
David,
rated it.
shut up.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 1.
A 1?
Yes, because
It's
it
not a
sucks.
one. Okay, shut up.
I respect
David.
that.
David, why are you
Alright.
here? No, I'm kidding.
Zach, what did you give it?
Have you even been on a roller coaster?
No, that's
though?
fair. I
9,
like that.
remember?
A 9. Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
the
yeah.
pause.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Wicked Twister.
7.
Pause is overrated.
This
This
Yeah.
one's kind of underrated. It's
It's a
actually
waste
pretty
of
fun.
time.
I'd say a 7 if you. Okay, it's almost a 9 if you like are on the very
Hey, we
far
skipped Top Thrill
ends.
Dragster.
You skipped it. I skipped it. Never mind.
Wait, when's the Wicked Twister
It
again?
gets really.
It's
Oh,
the
that's a stupid
U one.
Oh, that one's stupid.
Stop. You can't say
It's
about
kinda
every
fun.
ride that comes up. If it's almost a 9 if you're like up in the very front or the very back and you're just really up there. I really
If you like
it.
that ride,
but
you're
I'd
a
say it's like a
moron.
6 on
sorry.
a regular day.
I'm a moron then. I
Frick
like
off,
it.
I'm a
You like
moron.
it?
Okay.
I like it better than like
Be a moron.
Valorant.
Are you
That's
gonna
a
tell people to frick
stupid-
off on the podcast?
I mean, you already did.
David's setting the parameters for what people can
It's
do.
like
No,
you're
I'm just
like,
kidding.
oh, can I say the F word? And then they're like, oh, F word. I said the F word, and it's just like a really
Fun.
bad thing.
Fun. That's,
Yeah.
to the children in the audience, she is referring to fun.
Yes.
You think?
Oh, wait, that would
Oh,
be
I thought you were
confusing.
saying what she was saying was fun.
Well, I hope not.
I don't know. It's
Okay,
interesting.
let's-
I thought it was sarcasm.
Okay, what
But-
do you
Wicked
give?
Twister.
Wicked
You don't have
Twister.
brain cells if
I'm
you
not
like
gonna
it,
rate
so
it.
I'm guessing it's
That one's
regular.
What,
boring.
2?
I don't even write
Yeah,
it.
2. Okay. Let's
Okay.
go back to Top Thrill
Top Thrill
Dragster.
Dragster. That's
Because
the last
nobody's
one, I
written
think.
World
And
of
then I
Okay,
think we
it's-
should do Skyhawk.
Overrated 7, but it's a 7.
I would give it a 9.5.
What? I'm giving it like
Same.
a 6.
There's no 0.5s. Get rid of that crap.
Okay,
Wait, I give it a
9.6.
9.4.
All right.
The reason why I think it's so good is because I just love how there's no chance that you can get up going this fast and going this high at that pace and anything else. It's
Unless you
Just-
take hallucinogens.
I've never gone down backwards. I want to go down backwards.
That
yeah,
doesn't
that's
happen
pretty
very
rare.
often.
You'd have to ride it a
Yeah,
lot.
I'll have to like pick up someone that weighs like
I'd
a
say-
whole lot.
I'd say it's like an 8. And this is the only roller coaster I ever tried to not get on. Like, I was in the front and I was looking at it and I was like, Dad,
The
I can't
first
do it. And I
time-
just started crying.
The
and I
first
tried
time
to
is
get out
kind of
it, and he made
scary. I'm
me
not
ride
gonna
it.
lie. I rode it at, like,
I'm glad I did,
like
but the only time
16
I've
or
ever done that.
17. I was like, oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
I was like 10.
I know, but I was.
He's like, you're
but,
getting on it. Suck it up. Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't say it that way.
I
but he
was
did
always
tell me I
scared
was
of
gonna
roller
ride
coasters
it.
when I was little.
Sorry,
Like,
Dave.
it took like. I don't know, for the Diamondback, I
You
was
just
like
have to
13
do them.
before I rode it or
You just
something
have to
like
do
that.
them if
We didn't
you're
go to
scared.
Cedar Point
And then
as a
once
family,
you're scared,
so I
it's
never
not-
got to go when I
I
was
went
little.
from the time I was like 8, maybe 6, probably young kindergarten, I'd say.
I was
Maybe
definitely
kindergarten.
older
Zach,
before I got to ride roller coasters.
Flex Nation again.
Oh, yes. Welcome back to Flex Nation.
Thank you.
All right, so with that, I think
No,
we
no,
can.
no, no. Skyhawk.
I've never ridden Skyhawk.
It's not a roller coaster, but it's one of my favorite rides
the heck
ever.
is that?
Because it's those giant swings that go back and forth like a pendulum.
Oh, I have
And if
ridden
you're
that.
in it, it feels like when you're facing down, it feels like you're falling out. When you're going
Wait,
back,
the really
it feels
high-
like you're
high-
falling
But
out.
like they swing.
Really
I
tall
am-
swing? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
give
swing
it a
this
10
way.
out of 10 for death fearness. 'Cause
Like,
you're
that's the
hey,
one that's,
I
like,
lose
the
a couple
size of
more
a drop
pounds and you
tower.
slip
It's
out.
just-
It's
Yeah, I
over
like
by
Death
Maverick.
Fearness too.
Yeah.
What?
I give it a
Okay.
10 out of 10.
I would give it like an 8 or
I
a 7.
fall asleep during it.
I give it a 2.
Oh my
It's okay.
gosh, I have a
Yeah,
funny
I
story.
agree with
So
Zach, yeah.
you might know Gabe Miller if you're listening to this podcast.
What?
Maybe not. I
Name
went
drop.
to Cedar Point a couple years ago. And I was riding with him, and he's like, "I'm terrified of roller coasters." Like he chickened out on the Magnum, whatever. I
What?
trick him into riding
How do you go to
Skyhawk, and it was with youth group. So I trick him into
goodness.
like riding it because he thought he liked roller coasters. Then he realized he didn't. So he gets on it, and I'm sitting next to him, and the whole time he's screaming, he's like, ah, 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 and then he just goes quiet, and I look over, and his head's just back against the seat, and he's passed out, and the kid literally passed out on the ride, and I thought he was just messing around, but I was like, why is it so quiet now? Because Gabe freaking passed out on the ride. That's how terrifying it was,
Not
apparently,
only he
to
passed
Gabe
out,
Miller.
he freaking
So Gabe,
passed out.
listen to the podcast, because you're on it, and I might be embarrassing you right now, but I love you, buddy.
To all of our thousands of listeners.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
This podcast is dedicated to Gabe.
Okay, with that, thank you for listening to this very high energy and
Informative.
high pace. And Kenzie's here.
I just want everyone to know that Disneyland is better than all these parks.
You're an idiot.
My favorite ride
Roller
is
coasters
Space
over
Mountain.
everything.
And that's it. Thank you.
Mountain.
Good night. It's been good.
She doesn't have a season pass anywhere.
Space
She doesn't
Mountain's
know.
good. I'll give it an 8.
Disneyland
Nation
Nation.
I love
Space
no.
Mountain.
Okay, Space
Space
Mountain is a 10.
Is the best.
It only
Space
goes like
Mountain is a
40
10.
miles per
But
hour. I
that's-
can't
Okay, I've
do that.
never been
Disneyland
to.
is the best.
No,
I've never even
Disney
been to
World.
Disneyland.
Disney
I've been to
World's one is
Disney-
amazing.
I'm sorry, Disney World.
That's what I like.
I've only been
the
to
more
Disney.
paid,
I've
never
the
been to
more
Disney.
I've never
paid.
been to either.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
No pain,
I'm the
no
poorest
gain.
person.
No. I remember being 5 and going. No, not 5, but I was like 9 or something.
You know
I
what,
remember
past
being
Cedar
bored.
Point.
Okay, Disneyland's not it. I'm sorry.
kidding. Kenzie does
Disneyland's
know her
smaller.
stuff. She's been to all the
Disneyland's
parks.
boring.
All right. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Fine.
Time to wrap her up. Okay, and when normally we would
Yay.
go back into the vault, but I think we should just end. So
Yeah,
Okay.
ready?
We're just gonna
3,
stay-
2, 1.
Bye.
Chick-fil-A.
Cheers.
Woo!